Welcome back. Gayatri Devi Public School welcomes you in the English grammar session. Students, today in English grammar, we will understand the concept non-finite verbs. Right? Non-finite verbs. I am your English teacher, Forum Parekh. Today in English grammar, I am repeating once more. In English grammar, we will understand the concept non-finite verbs. Okay. First, student, there are two types of verbs: finite verbs and non-finite verbs. Right? Now, which are the non-finite verbs? We are only going to study in this session about non-finite verbs. So, which are the non-finite verbs? Infinitives, gerunds and participles. Right? Which are the non-finite verbs? Infinitives, gerund and participle. So all these three concepts, infinitive, gerund and participles, we will be seeing with the definition along with the example where we are supposed to use this. Okay. So kinds of non-finite verb, again infinitive, gerund and participles. Now before understanding these infinitives, gerunds and participles, let us understand what do you mean by finite verb and non-finite verb. Okay. A finite verb functions as the main verb in the sentence. Okay. Finite verb means the main verb. It shows tense and agreement with the subject. It shows the tenses, which tense has been used. For example, we study, that is a present tense study. We studied, studied is a past tense, and we will study, that is a future tense. Okay. A simple sentence has one finite verb. A finite verb makes a sentence complete. Right? Now, you understood what do you mean by finite verb? Finite verb means the main verb, the tense which is used in the sentence, present tense, past tense or future tense. And finite verb makes the sentence complete. Right? Now let us see what do you mean by non-finite verb. A non-finite verb does not show any tense. It does not show any tense. It does not show whether it is in present, past or future tense. See, for example, she asked us to study. Now in this sentence, asked, A-S-K-E-D, asked, that is a finite verb. That is in the past tense. Okay. And to study is the non-finite verb. Right. It is not showing that it is in which tense. Right. To study. Okay. So asked is a finite verb. That is a main verb. And to study is a non-finite verb. So always remember, finite verb is a main verb and non-finite verb is not the main verb. It does not show any tense. Another example, a non-finite verb cannot stand alone as the main verb in the sentence. Now, non-finite verb, it cannot stand alone. It cannot stand without the main verb. See, अगर आप सिर्फ नॉन फाइनाइट वर्ब यूज करते हो सेंटेंस में तो सेंटेंस मीनिंगलेस हो जाएगा. It will be incomplete. For example, my brother cleaning his car. Cleaning is a verb which is in the which tense? Non-finite verb. So, my brother is cleaning his car या my brother was cleaning his car. Right? अगर is और was आप डालोगे, finite verb डालोगे, helping verb डालोगे, तो ही आपका sentence will be meaningful. It will be a complete sentence. Right? So, non-finite verbs does not make the sentence complete. Okay. Now, let us study the first one in the under non-finite verb. That is infinitives. Now, what are infinitives? Infinitive is the base form of the verb. It is often used with to or without to. Infinitives are used with to, to or without to. With to, they are called टू इन्फिनेटिव्स. अगर आप टू वर्ब के साथ यूज़ करते हो तो उसको हम कहते हैं टू इन्फिनेटिव. इफ़ यू आर यूजिंग विदाउट टू they are called bare infinitives, right? So there are two types of infinitives, two infinitives and bare infinitives. Two infinitives are used with to plus verb, and bare infinitives are used without to, right? Example of infinitives. First one, I went to meet a doctor, right? So which is the finite verb? Main verb कौन सा है? WENT, went. That is a finite verb. And which is a non-finite verb? To meet. And it is a to infinitive क्योंकि वो to के साथ यूज किया गया है. To plus verb, to plus meet, so it is a to infinitive. Okay, this is an example of to infinitive. Now the next, that is the example of bare infinitive, verb used without to. He made me angry. MADE, made, is a finite verb, that is the main verb, and angry is a non-finite verb, that is a bare infinitive, right? It is used without to, so it is bare infinitive. So I hope you understood infinitives. Infinitives are to infinitive and bare infinitive. Now let us move to the next one, that is gerunds. What are gerunds? The ing form of the verb which is used as a noun is called as gerund. Always remember, gerunds are ing form of the verb, that is playing, jumping, swimming, eating, ing form, and they are used as a noun in the sentence, and they are called gerund. For example, okay, it is also called as verbal noun. Okay, gerunds are also called as verbal noun. Now let us see the example. First one, reading is a good habit, right? So reading is a gerund which is functioning as a noun. Okay, and reading ing form is used, so it is a gerund, right? And it is used as a noun. Second example, swimming is good for health. Swimming is a gerund which functions as a noun, and it is used in the ing form, right? Another example I can tell you, walking is a good exercise. So walking, again, it functions as a noun and it is a gerund because it is used in the ing form. So remember, gerund is used in ing form and it functions as a noun. Next, now participles. We understood the infinitives and gerunds. Now the last concept of the non-finite verb, that is participles. Now participles, under participles there are three: present participle, past participle and perfect participles. Now let us read. Present participle is created by adding ing to the base form of the verb. Base form of verb means, for example, walk, jump, swim, eat, that is the base form of the verb. उसमें अगर आप ing लगा दोगे, walking, swimming, eating, laughing, तो वो बन जाएगा present participle, right? Now see the example. Now present participles, again we will learn something more about it. They look exactly the same as gerunds. Participles जो है present participle, वो gerunds की तरह ही लगते हैं, but they function either as a part of continuous tense, indicating a secondary action, or as an adjective modifying a noun. ओके, gerund जो है वो हमेशा ing फॉर्म में होता है एंड इट इज़ ऑलवेज फंक्शनिंग एज अ नाउन. और जो प्रेजेंट पार्टिसिपल है वो भी ing फॉर्म में होता है बट इट फंक्शंस एज एन एडजेक्टिव. It functions as an adjective. Now let us see the example of present participle. My daughter was reading a book. Okay. So reading, it is a continuous form. So it is a past continuous tense. दो फॉर्म में प्रेजेंट पार्टिसिपल यूज़ किए जाते हैं. एक तो ing फॉर्म में तो होता ही है वो. इट इज़ यूज इन द कंटिन्यूअस टेंस. एक्शन कंटिन्यू हो रही है तो हमें पता चल जाएगा कि वो प्रेजेंट पार्टिसिपल है, राइट. वॉज रीडिंग अ बुक. एंड अनदर एग्जाम्पल थी, यू शुड नॉट डिस्टर्ब अ स्लीपिंग डॉग. तो डॉग कैसा है? स्लीपिंग. सो हियर स्लीपिंग इज इन द ing फॉर्म प्लस इट इज फंक्शनिंग एज एन एडजेक्टिव. सो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, प्रेजेंट पार्टिसिपल फंक्शंस इन टू टाइप्स. इट इज़ इन द कंटिन्यूअस टेंस, एक तो कंटिन्यूअस टेंस में होगा वो, and second it will be functioning as an adjective. Okay, modifying the noun. The dog कैसा है? Sleeping. So sleeping is a present participle. Okay. Now let us learn about the past participles. It includes past participles include present perfect tense, past perfect tense, and future perfect tense. Now see the example. The chocolates has eaten. Has eaten. That is a present perfect tense. Chocolates had eaten. Had eaten. Past perfect tense. The chocolates will have eaten. Will have eaten. Future perfect tense. Right? All perfect tenses are used in past participle. Right? Next. Now again more further we will learn about past participle. They also function as adjectives modifying noun. Example. She placed the cut cake in the dish. So which cake? Cut cake. So cut, here cut functions as an adjective for the noun cake. Right? So in present participle also it functions as an adjective, and in past participle also it functions as an adjective. Right? Present participle में वो continuous tense में होता है, past participle में वो perfect tense में होता है. Next, last, perfect participle. We learned about present participle and past participle. Now we will learn about perfect participle. Combining the word having with, combining the word having, कौन सा word हमें डालना है? Having. With the past participle of a word creates the perfect participle. Such as, for example, having finished, having eaten. Having लगा देना है तो वो बन जाएगा perfect participle. Okay. Example, another example, having bought a bicycle, he cycled home. So having bought, that is a perfect participle. Second example, having finished his work, Amy was ready for play. So having finished is again a perfect participle. Got it? So students, today we learned kinds of verbs that are non-finite and finite. Non-finite verbs do not make the sentence complete. Finite verb is a main verb which completes the sentence, which makes the sentence meaningful. Under non-finite verb, we learnt 3, that is infinitives, gerunds, and participle. Under infinitives, infinitives are of two types, to infinitive and bare infinitive. To infinitive is used with to plus verb. Bare infinitive is used only with the verb. To is not there. Gerunds, ing form of the verb which acts as a noun in the sentence. Participles, again 3, present participle, past participle, and perfect participle. Present participle, in present participle, the sentence are in the two form. One in the continuous form, continuous tense, okay, ing form, and second, it acts as an adjective in the sentence. The word functions as an adjective in the sentence. Past participle, it is used in the perfect tenses and it acts as an adjective in the sentence. And perfect participle, you have to use the word having. Okay, having with the past tense. Having finished, having bought, having seen, right? This having, you have to use the word perfect participle, having word. Okay, I hope you understood non-finite verbs. Students, go through the introduction part from your textbook, and from the slides you can write all these definitions and examples in your grammar notebook. Do write it. And the exercise in the workbook, the pictures of those exercises will be given below. Complete it in your workbook. Thank you.